Hello.
Hello, and welcome back. Pull up a chair and join us in the Alcove. Here after a bit of an extended break. Wait, that's from last time.
Wait a
It's not an
minute.
extended break, it's fine. With episode 48 of our homebrewed 5th edition D&D campaign, the Chaoslands. As always, before we start, I have a handful of quick announcements to get through. We go live on Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, with WODs available immediately after the stream ends. You can subscribe to the channel down below to get a notification whenever we're about to go live. While you're following us on the streaming platform, you'll also find links to all of our social media accounts, our Twitter, Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. Go ahead and follow those for all the latest news and schedule updates, as well as awesome character art, profiles, and other fun things. Also, a big shout out to Syrinscape, because epic games need epic sound. Syrinscape is a digital app with a collection of amazing sound sets and music that we use to improve the ambiance of our game and stream. If you're looking for a way to improve the immersion at your RPG table, go check them out at Syrinscape.com. We also occasionally use music from Critical Role's Welcome to Taldora and Welcome to Wildmount collection albums, as well as some royalty-free music courtesy of Riot Games. Links to those can be found below. That's it. Anybody else got anything to say? Why are you smirking at me, laughing?
I'm concerned about how quiet we are today.
Well, let's get started with our dive into the Chaoslands.
You didn't do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just that.
Oh,
yeah.
I think she heard me shout.
Iron Will, having helped restore power to the arcane magitech city of Schema, traveled through a strange plane of red lightning that contained trapped within a long-forgotten dragon, and arrived in the frigid wilderness of the Frostfang Woods. However, the toll exerted by the chaos energies took the life of one of your companions, the big one, Artificer of Schema.
That was me.
Coming to terms with what had transpired, you found yourself lost and unsure of where to find safety or what to do next, and were approached in the woods by an old furbolg who introduced himself as Elmer of the Green Moss Grove, and offered refuge and shelter at his home. With no other options, you followed and ended up spending the night in a small clearing, near a small but comfortable home built within the trunk of a tree, and in the company of many of Elmer's friends, the woodland creatures that roam the forest. After what had been an incredibly long day of travel, each of you running on fumes, you fell exhausted into your bedroll, and quickly fell into a peaceful, for most of you, slumber. Upon waking up and having a delicious breakfast prepared by Elmer, he made mention of a possible location deeper within the woods, a shrine whose waters hold restorative properties, but one where the surrounding region has a powerful fey influence that results in strange phenomena appearing around it. Intrigued by the nature of this shrine, especially when Elmer mentioned that it was perpetually lit by moonlight, you made your way there and upon arrival became fully aware of the truly strange fey influence upon the land. With nothing quite as it seems, you encountered strange fairy tricksters and a giant talking otter named Seraphina, with sticky fingers, who agreed to guide you to the shrine, her mostest favoritist place of all, if you in turn agreed to cleanse it of some foul, unseelie magic that she claims is affecting it. As you follow her deeper into the woods, that is where we pick up.
Oh boy.
Okay, you all are doing what's the marching order? Who's going up front? Who's leading the way?
Probably you.
Oh, yeah, I
right?
could probably
But,
be
you know.
pretty far.
I'll be behind Elmer.
I'll be next to this guy who's being super slow.
I feel like I'd be somewhere in the middle.
Start on the third character.
You notice Seraphina darts ahead a little bit and then stands up on her hind legs, looks up, gives a little bit of a sniff, and points off in one direction and waits for you all to kind of catch up. I think it's that way.
Do I recognize any of this? Probably
Not
not. It's
really.
grown way too probably wild.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
What does that even mean?
So we're still within that colorful landscape? Yeah.
No. 10.
You try to rack your memory of what this area of the woods looked like the last time you were here, and you can't seem to recall any anything particularly like this. Everything seems to be fairly lush and growing. There's strange fronds of leaves sticking out from trees that don't seem like anything else anywhere in any woods that any of you have been to. Like strange purple and pink, sometimes green, sometimes blue, oddly colored, like leaves and flowers just growing everywhere.
Did she say she thinks it's that way?
Seems that way. Are you sure you know where you're going, Sheriffina?
As much as anyone can, really.
Interesting. I guess keep up. Hopefully we make it there soon.
Is there anything we should look out for?
She just like gives like a big sniff.
We used to have a friend that would do that.
Something smelled bad, but
Bad in what way?
not good.
I meant more like decaying or
Or
death
evil?
or just smelly.
I know. I think what you said. That's not really.
What did she say?
What did I say? Evil?
Smells dark. It smells shadowy.
I don't think shadows have a smell.
She like just ducks down and like begins to like dart around a little bit, and like several different like on both sides of the path. And honestly, this isn't really much of a path at this point. You're kind of stepping through heavy, thick undergrowth. And strangely enough, like you're stepping through this, but you don't feel like your movement speed or anything is slow. Like you're walking at the same pace that you're used to traveling through, but it's clearly like thick and it should be heavier, but you're getting to this tree that's like a little ways away in the same amount of time as you would normally.
Doesn't really surprise Elmer. He has ways of traversing quickly.
Does it look like there's anything affecting our movement, or that?
Make a perception check.
Are we still leaving behind like footprints and all of that? Jess? Like,
You're not really leaving behind any noticeable footprints. You're not stepping in anything that would be breaking under your foot. You're kind of stepping on top of like these larger like branches and like this thick undergrowth. You're kind of stepping through it. If you try, you can like try and step on one of these smaller branches and break it. As you're walking to like deliberately leave a trail behind if you want, but
22.
as you're walking and you take like a few steps forward, it's strange and it immediately clocks into you. You're walking at the same pace that you would outside, assuming these woods were thick and dense, and you would be making slower progress. But you keep your eyes on a tree, and the tree moves towards you almost. It's almost like you're walking, but the tree is the thing that's coming closer to you.
That's true.
Everything around you is shifting a little bit to make it seem like you're traveling faster than you really are.
Is this
conveyor
what
belt.
shrooms feels like?
We're on
Yeah.
a giant conveyor belt.
Can I tell if we're actually moving at all, or we're just staying in place? You know what I mean? Like we're walking on.
Is it
on a
like the
literally-
Hobbit where he looks down and his feet are
It's
going
like on a
backwards?
treadmill.
It's hard to know for sure.
God damn it.
You have no way of knowing.
I like this place.
Are we still?
Also, setting the scene,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this entire woods are like there's beautiful leaves surrounding you, beautiful plants growing everywhere. Everything is just perpetually lit as though it was twilight, like the golden hour just before twilight, whereas there's like pink and like golden light shining through. Even though you know that it was like around noon-ish when you got
surely.
here. There's parts where you see these geysers like letting out steam, and like the steam rising is this strange prismatic color. You notice running across one of the trees just like a beetle with like the shell of the beetle is like spiky, but each spike is a different color. There's almost like a pink thorn and a green thorn and a blue thorn, and then there's a thorn of a color you have no words for, You don't know what that color is.
A new color?
Pick a name. Wow.
Call
Calling
it.
it
Our woods usually does weird.
Beat me to it.
Careful how you respond.
None that I've been to have been like this. In your head, just not because I'm not saying it out loud at the moment, I'm not entirely sure we're making any progress here. It appears that these woods are moving around us, as if making it appear that we're moving, or at least moving faster. But I don't know if we're actually making any progress. There seems to be some trickery of, I don't know if it's magic or what.
Do you have anything that would help us? Like, if you fly, or would it help if I climb to the top?
Maybe if you take a look up
Yep.
top, you can see if any movement is being made.
I'm gonna, just let the rest of the team know. Hold on 1 second here. I'm just gonna take a look to see where we're at right now. I'm gonna climb up.
You begin climbing up one of these trees. You get about like halfway up to one of these branches, and the branch itself, almost like you reach out to like try and grab a handhold on it, and it's not there.
Okay.
But the rest of it is. Like you were climbing up this tree, you
Yeah.
climb up further, and there's like another branch, and you grab it.
Okay.
It's fine.
But there's another
You
branch
can
that's like not there. Like I can constantly just pass.
There's
my hand
definitely parts where you touch the tree, and your hand goes almost like through the trunk.
Yeah.
As though you're grabbing something deeper inside of it.
It's a message everyone simultaneously, but it seems to be that we're in some kind of illusion.
Meanwhile, all of you downstairs,
Downstairs.
on the forest floor,
Yeah.
you notice that Seraphina is kind of like looking interestingly up at Arkmir. You could just walk up there. I'm assuming you like
Yeah.
almost walked up. Interesting. You all are very interesting folks.
Thank you. You as
I
well.
don't think I've asked for any of your names. I know yours. Yours was Astramaris.
Yeah, but you can call me Astra.
Oh, nice to meet you.
You too.
I'm Seraphina.
Guys, don't be rude.
Well, I introduced my name when I met you. I'm Elmir of the Green Moss Grove.
Oh, yeah. You did say these are your woods, right?
Well, they're definitely in my woods, yes, but it's definitely a little peculiar than I'm used to.
Oh, yeah, it's very peculiar over here.
I'm Timon Ironbeard.
That's Arkmir up there, the one you tried to steal his sword.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good to know.
you guys kind of met already.
Calthea.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you.
It's
just
about
looking
time
up
you
at
told
you.
me your names.
You continue climbing up, and after a little while, like you reach the top of the treetop,
Yeah.
you can look around you, and this tree is higher above several other trees. You can get a pretty nice look out. You are deeper in the woods than where you like deeper into this strange, like prismatic, hued, colorful rainbow woods
Yeah.
than you were when you entered.
But I've noticed that there are
There's
There are
some
portions of it.
strangeness
Yeah.
at foot.
that's all message to the team. Just like heads up, there's some kind of illusion here at work. And I was gonna go back to one of those branches and just look up here, and I'm waving my hand through like a branch.
We can see it.
You can see it.
I don't think he understands what the Fey magic is. We'll just let him have his fun.
Is this normal?
Oh, nothing here is really that normal.
Yeah, sometimes the trees just don't have branches. But they like to look like they have branches.
Time and
You can tell
space
what
is
a
a little
tree wants to
weird
do.
here.
I've read about it once in Hogwarts: A History.
And like, Seraphina gets up to the tree and begins to like just climb up the side of it.
Seraphina, does the forest also sometimes move?
I mean, yes.
Interesting.
The forest is taking us where we need to go. Or where it thinks we need to go.
Is the forest in general good?
Yes!
Seraphina?
Yes. What is good?
I mean, it's not going to lead us astray here.
Yeah, will lead us to where we need to go.
And that's the dirty water place. The swampy.
I hope so.
Okay.
She continues climbing up to get to where you are.
Oh, hello there.
She just climbs up the tree, and,
I'm
finds
watching
another-
over my stuff though. I'm just like, hello.
finds another branch and just climbs up onto it, looks down at you. It's almost like
Yeah. Yes.
what's your name?
I told her.
I don't think we met. I mean, we have met, but I don't think we met. My name's Serafina.
I'll hold my hand out. Arkmir.
Whoa.
Oh, my feet stick to the
She
tree.
holds out her paw.
Your core strength must
Make
be
a
insane.
dexterity
It
saving
was
throw.
just hold on.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, and I will tell you why in a moment.
Oh god.
Trying to kill you.
No.
Throws him off.
She's a good fey creature.
Right?
21.
You see as her hand, as the hand of the otter approaches, it right before it touches yours, it begins to blur.
Yeah.
It begins to look like it's not quite there. But because of your dexterity check, you have a chance to respond to this. You have a chance to react. What do you do?
I'm gonna hold that. I'm just gonna just flick out a little.
Do
No, I'm just gonna
try to avoid.
Yeah, I'm just gonna avoid it. But
You pull your hand back. Don't mind me, just a little bit of joyful fun. Tell me more about that sword that you have. I'm quite interested. Also, tell me more about what all of you are doing up here. And you all can't hear this from up in the tree at this point.
Looks like they're really bonding up there. Good
I'm
for
just
them.
gonna again quickly. Well, I will message the group, but it's crap. How do you pronounce her name again? Serafina. Yeah, or Seraphine.
Serafina.
Serafina is not what she seems. I'll just her hand. There's something going on there, like the branches. But for her, I'll be like, well, I don't want to be the only one answering questions here, but you seem to be, hiding something here. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
I think I've told you all about as much as you've asked. I've been completely forthright with anything that you've asked me for. I live in the Feywild. Come here once in a while because I really like these woods. And they're fun. But now they're not fun anymore.
Can help you with that.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. But tell me more about yourself. Why are you here?
Trying to try and pass through and be good people. We hear that you're in trouble.
But how did you hear about this?
Well, it's just as we're passing through,
Brought you here.
just to walk through the forest. Our friend Elmir here is of the forest, as you know.
Make a deception check.
The forest.
Of the forest.
Of the forest.
Yep. Didn't even get my slogan right.
I'm gonna roll my thing as well, but as it is, it's a 21.
Guidance. Just kidding. I don't know the fuck's going on. He looks like he could
That's
use it.
a 25.
Keep your secrets.
While that's going on, and she's up there with Arkmir, I would like to cast Speak with Plants around me.
Okay.
So one, see if it works, and these are actual real plants. And two, to find out what the fuck's going on in this area.
You cast Speak with Plants.
Yep. Do any of them respond to me?
You have to just ask them something.
Oh. I don't know, it just says the plants, imbue plants within 30 feet of you limited to sentience and animation, giving you the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple command. You can question plans about events in the spell areas within the past day.
Your mind is immediately flooded by just like voices that are all like a little bit sing-songy. There's probably like a dozen or so of them, and they're all just going like,
Oh, that's very beautiful.
If you guys see me, my eyes like almost gloss over like a green.
Excuse me.
These are not like the Ents at all.
Excuse me, fellow friends.
yes.
Is everything in these parts of the woods the way they have been for quite some time? Is there...
No.
No? Oh, no. What do you mean by no?
Nothing's ever as it has been ever. Ever?
That's a good point. Anything bad happened here in the last little bit?
Not here.
Where?
Not here.
Where?
Not
God dang it!
Great, is the old man talking to the tree?
He's losing it.
Wait, yeah, what are you guys hearing exactly? Are you just
You're
hearing like...
hearing him talking, and you don't hear any responses.
But you guys would see like little like green like hue coming out of my eyes.
Tell me, do you know the little furry otter creature?
We're gonna die.
Serafina?
Oh yes.
Is she friend or foe?
She's friendly. She's nice.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't bring the shadow like the other one does.
The other one. What other one?
The other one.
What other one?
The other one.
Oh, god dang it. Can you tell me which way to the
Temple? The shrine?
shrine? The temple shrine?
You all kind of look around and you just see different plants from all around you.
I imagine,
just, like,
in Hogwarts,
start
Legacy,
pointing in a direction, like just deeper into the woods.
Their leaves?
Like these leaves just like start turning inwards. These flower like
Whoa.
petals begin to turn. There's even like a little vine along the like underroot that just like lifts up and like points like a snake in that direction.
Would it have been the way we were traveling before we stopped?
Oh, well, I won't keep you guys from your party. Please, thank you so much for your kind words. Is there anything we should be on the lookout for? And I swear if you say the other one,
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
We don't know. We're
I'll
plants.
pee on them. Oh, okay.
We don't get around much.
That's okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Be
Oh.
said, like, watch out for the squirrel.
Yeah.
Eats my nuts.
Meanwhile, up in the tree, Serafina looks down at you. You see, I'm a big believer in fate and destiny, and people don't just normally stumble upon places like this. The shrine here, this the Amatronel, as it's known. It's meant to bring together people by fate, by destiny, by. Are you aware of the gods much? You know much about the gods?
Not much I can say.
You see, that's part of why I'm not sure I can, or I should, bring you here. Because the shrine is a very holy, very sacred place.
Does the shrine have anything to do with the moon goddess?
Oh, partially. I think it's by her blessing that I walked through these woods.
What I can tell you is from my group, there are a few that are very knowledgeable about the gods.
He like looks down. Oh, which one?
Well, we have Calthier, and we also
is
have
he
Astra.
he's the dark brooding one.
Dark.
His attire is pretty dark.
Okay.
He's wearing like all black.
Interesting. Maybe I'll go talk to him. And she like begins to climb down the tree.
I'm messaging Calthier. Heads up, Seraphina's heading your way. And
Just
would like,
celebrating.
would
No.
like and she'd like to talk to you about gods.
Oh, interesting.
She like gets to the bottom of the tree. I'll just notice that she's still like her normal jovial self. She like darts
I have
around
everything
a
on
little
myself,
bit. She like
right?
runs around. Make an investigation.
Come on. 24.
You have everything. She like climbs down to the bottom of the tree. Like she like almost like shakes herself off a little bit with like some leaves that have gotten stuck to her on the climb. And she like looks towards all of you. I just wanted to talk to a friend about a few things. I was just curious why you all were here.
Oh,
You're gonna get.
well, you see, these folks here have, they have a friend that is in need of the water that comes with the shrine to perhaps help him or preserve him. You see, they lost a friend, and I'm trying to help them get him back in some way, or, slow things down so they can find a way to bring him back.
That makes a lot more sense. I was wondering how you were just walking through the woods and randomly.
These are my woods!
I understand that.
I walk them every day. Just not here because my shoes got tied.
She like looks at your shoes.
Not now.
Pretty sure your shoes are tied right now.
No.
So you're bringing them to the shrine.
Yes.
You clearly know of the shrine. How did you hear about the shrine?
Oh, these are my woods. I've been through this part many times, and I'm aware of the shrine that's in there, though I've only tried going a few times, and the last time my shoes got tied.
She like walks up to y'all, like sniffs you a little bit. Interesting. I would love to know more. And she just like turns around and like begins walking a pace with you. She's completely forgotten the good thing.
Okay,
Calclear, as you begin making your way down Arkmere. She's like now walking. Come walk with me. We'll walk and talk. She like begins leading you all further into the woods.
In the direction all the plants are pointing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Opposite
She
direction.
does not notice at all that the plants
Sure.
we're pointing in that direction.
We couldn't hear the plants, but you said, which way should we go? And all the plants went like this. So, put two and two together.
There's magic in these woods.
Yes, there is. So, tell me more about yourself, Mr. Elmer of the Green Moss Grove.
Yes. Well, what would you like to know?
You said these woods are yours? How did you
Yes.
come to live here?
Oh, it's a great story. Well, you see, when I was a young man, I was training in Icefall to be a druid. And then, when I came of age and was ready to take on my own grove, I ventured forward and was given this woods to shepherd, so to speak.
Who gave you these woods?
I don't know the druids.
I don't think there's a god associated with it, so it'd just be whatever the
Not really.
Icefall group is called.
That's just part of our training. I mean, we go through all the procedures, and then when you're ready, you're given a plot of land to look after, and mine was this forest.
Oh, so you're kind of like a caretaker.
Yes, so to speak.
Interesting. And you said you've been to this group before?
Oh, a few times, definitely. The latest one, like I said, was not the most friendly, and I don't really remember what happened, but those little pixies are not nice.
Oh, they do like tying shoelaces
Oh.
together.
I think they got our little friend over here, too.
I still don't understand why you all wear shoes in the first place.
Oh. Sometimes there's thorns and things that can prickle the bottom of your feet.
But that's part of the fun of it. He like steps on like this really like knotted branch and just like paws it a little bit, like scratches the side of her leg on it a little bit.
You're,
Masochist.
Yeah.
you're a weird creature.
I could say the same for any of you all.
That's fair.
So, do you know the nature of the shrine?
Yes.
Do you know about the shrine?
Oh,
You just know that the water has restorative powers.
I've heard.
Do you know of the gods that the shrine is dedicated to?
Would I? For my training? Would they have ever mentioned it, or would I have stumbled across this?
I think you stumbled across this.
Okay.
So I don't think anybody in Icewell would have mentioned that.
Not more than what the creatures and friends of the woods tell me, but I understand that the waters have healing properties and that it's always in the moonlight.
Healing properties is a bit much.
Oh, don't tell my friends I told them they have healing properties. It's a trap.
The shrine is dedicated to the god Evanescence.
Evanescence?
Yes.
Wake me up!
I can't wake up.
Sorry, what was the name?
Evanescence.
How do you spell that?
Evanescence. AEVE.
I already fucked it up. A-V-E.
AE.
Oh god, I already fucked up.
AEVE.
Yep.
NUS.
And
What's the name of the temple? Or shrine?
I did not get that at all.
What?
What was the name of the shrine?
Amatronel.
And how do you spell that?
AMATH.
A-M-T-A-T-H. Yeah.
RONEL.
You know what?
That's
Forget it.
it.
I'll get it in the I'll get it in the VOD later.
Amatronel.
Oh, Evanescence. I can't remember what you said.
The waters and the worship of the shrine. He is the god of destiny.
Oh,
The waters simply put things on the right path to what they're destined to be. They don't necessarily always heal people. They don't necessarily always kill people. Jesus. Keeps walking. Stone faced.
So if we are venturing to this place and you're saying that it is the god of destiny, will this shrine point my friend in the right spot and how they could help their friend if it is possible?
I mean, if you purify the waters, probably.
Well, we already said we were doing that. That's why we're here.
Smells darker. She just like keeps walking.
Are you saying we're getting close?
She like just stops and like turns to all of you to address you all, and she like stands up on her hind legs and just like gestures towards all of you. Now, I am leading you to the shrine, but I've also mentioned there are dangerous things near the shrine. Dangerous things that really don't like me.
Who couldn't like you?
Oh, I'm not that fond of her yet.
What? She's delightful.
So are you saying the
I'm
things
quite fond of you.
are the things that we're supposed to clear the waters, the things you're talking about, or there's more dangers?
I haven't been near the shrine in a long time. The last time I came through, some people might have followed me. And they might be the ones who are responsible for this dark shadow that's beginning to creep through these woods. They might still be there, and if they are, I'm probably going to stay away from them and hide, because I don't want to die.
Oh, I don't think anybody wants to die.
Some people do.
How many people are we talking?
I mean, it depends. But really, realistically, there's only one that you need to worry about.
Oh,
If you see him, do what he says. Don't try to deal with him. But if you see him, I'll be gone.
who is this person?
The other thing I really recommend you all do when you meet him, if you meet him, don't tell him your names. Names have a bit of a true power. Only one of you is smart enough to know that. Just don't give people your true names in the Fey world, in the Fey Wild, please.
Is your name really Serafina?
No,
My name's not really Elmer.
I believe you.
It's Elmer of the Green Moss Grove.
Second thing, don't agree to anything. Don't agree to any contracts. Don't say yes to anybody asking you for a favor. Just don't sign off on anything. And lastly, don't drink any tea.
Oh, I love tea.
I'm sure there's perfectly good tea outside of these woods. Over here, I really don't recommend you drink any tea.
Serafina, what did this guy have against the shrine?
I mentioned to your friend here that the shrine is to the god Evanus.
Oh, I know all about it, Evanus.
Oh, then do you know of his twin sister?
Mm-hmm.
Many in the Fae, many aside from me, and some of the people in the Sealy Court, they really hate Evanus in particular. They don't believe that there is such a thing as destiny. They don't believe that there is such a thing as fate. There's only chaos.
Sorry, did you say she follows Evanus?
No.
Oh.
He, the other, is a staunch.
Sorry, like Serafina, does she follow Evanus?
What you gather
Okay.
from the conversation. Yeah, she mentioned that like her and maybe some members of the Sealy court that she knows might be more inclined to lean in that direction.
Okay.
But Evanus has a twin sister,
Yes.
Enigmas. She's, let's just say, most of the people from where I come from, and most of everything around us is imbued by her grace. This other has arrived here, hoping to strike down this shrine of Enigmas's brother, and maybe curry some favor with the gods. Or maybe he's just doing it for fun. I don't quite know. Maybe he just wanted to stop us from leaving and come here. Who knows, really? You can never tell with him.
You keep mentioning this he fella.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly who we're going to encounter in here. Do you happen to have a name so we know we're talking about the right person?
I think you'll know when you meet him.
I don't know what that means.
Like I said, these woods have a tendency to take you where you need to go. And if my thought is right, the woods don't want him in here because they're kind of ruining the vibe of the woods. So the woods will probably take us to him so that we can get rid of him. And I'm pretty sure he knows that. So, yeah, we'll come across him soon. And no matter which way I go, the darkness has been getting stinkier.
And he's a follower of Enigmas?
I have no idea. Probably.
What is he?
Quite
Is
dangerous.
he like you?
No, he's much stronger than me.
Is he like us?
No, I think he's much stronger than you.
Well,
What is your name?
Serafina, I told you.
No, your true name.
Oh no, true names hold great power in here. Your
I
friend.
shoot her.
Yo, put that down.
Your friend mentioned that you're a worshipper of Linvar.
That is correct.
You might be why all of you are here. It's by her grace that we all are free to visit and leave the Fey realm and come and visit here once in a while. And the shrine is the holy place for her. you would know that like Linwari is like part of her domain as the like liminal spaces, like the twilight or like moonlight, like shadows. Part of like interplanar travel, like where the fabric of the planes is thin, partially within her domain of like causing like that liminal space in between two planes,
Right.
where you are neither in the Feywild or in like the material.
I mean, that does sound like her. And she's watched over me for a long time, so it makes sense that she is doing that for others.
He like begins to walk alongside you now, still alongside Elmer. Tell me more about yourself. You seem quite interesting.
My ears perk up and I try to walk a little bit closer.
There's not really much to tell.
I've never really seen any of your kind around here.
Neither have I.
Just walking.
Seems like they're having a good conversation.
Where are you from?
Not really anywhere.
Time is
I've seen people
editing.
similar to you, you know, on the other side.
To me?
Yes.
Where?
And where I'm from.
I have no notion of Faye, though, right?
Not really.
I'm an insight checker.
Make an insight check.
We send a message to Argmir, huh? Good luck trying to get answers all
Dirty
the
20.
time, dear.
Seems to be talking.
I don't even know what to ask. When you say people like me, do you mean elves?
Yes, but more of your particular inclination.
Have you seen them recently?
I mean, I've been here for a few weeks, but no, I've seen. Have you heard of the name Karis? By any chance?
Have I heard of the name?
Make a history check.
Are we getting some culture next?
Am I getting some color? 8.
You're not.
Unfortunately, I do not recognize that name.
I'm listening. Can I also?
Make a
I'm
history check.
eavesdropping.
Sorry, could you just repeat the name?
Karis.
Karis?
K-A-A-R-Y-S. Pronounced Karis.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Kerrigan.
Who is this person?
Just somebody I've met on the other side once or twice.
13.
You've never heard of the name.
Slid into his DMs. Or her DMs.
Interesting.
He reminds me of you. Or you remind me of him.
Are him.
Odd.
I think he has a little bit more of a cheerful demeanor than you do.
He's Celtic.
That doesn't sound right. These people, do they also worship Linvari?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I've only really met the one.
Oh.
Probably. I
Odd.
don't see why not. I don't know if he does or not, to be honest, but he's quite an interesting fellow.
Well, perhaps one day I'll get to meet him.
You should ask him about him. I think they've done work together.
This person you keep referring to as him,
Yes.
he's not one of these people, is he?
No. But I've known of Karis to associate with some people on both sides of the fence of the Great War and the Fae. And I think he might have worked with... I really need to come up with a good name for him. A name that's mysterious.
He who shall not be named.
Gallery. Another gallery.
Let's go with the Weaver.
The Weaver?
Yes, the Weaver. That works. Ominous, but still delicate, because, I mean, underneath it all, we are all the same. Him and I are very similar. But...
Why?
we all are continuing to walk along.
Yeah. Why the Weaver?
He likes to spin tails.
Now, you said not to make any deals with him,
Yeah.
but I feel like asking for knowledge would impart a deal.
Probably.
Probably doesn't make sense to ask then, right?
Probably. As you all are walking, there's a few things that you do begin to notice over the next 10-15 minutes as this walk is happening. The woods are getting darker. It feels like the twilight sun is setting. Still bright, still visible. But now around you, you can see some of these flowers, the petals and the fronds of them are lighting up and glowing.
Cool, like Pandora.
Faint blue all around you. You start to notice off in the distance these fireflies of different colors all around
Dope.
you. There's magenta fireflies, orange fireflies, red fireflies.
It's
They're
so
just
beautiful.
flitting about through the trees. It's beautiful. But you all also start to hear just a soft whisper on the wind. It's just you're gonna die.
Seraphina.
That's just some stuff that you hear on the wind. It's not heard.
This Weaver,
Yeah.
are they a hostile individual?
Probably.
Because you said we should not fight them and we should not make deals with them
No.
if we try to just walk away.
They will probably not let you.
So, what do you suggest?
I suggest that you find a way past them, through them, around them. Probably not around them because the woods will lead you to them. You do whatever you need to do to get to the shrine. And if you purify the shrine, I feel like they would lose their foothold here. And then the waters will be nice and clean, and I can go and swim in them again. She just lifts up her head in this fond memory and recollection, just with this big smile on her face. You have never seen an animal behave like this, any of you. It's quite strange.
Maybe because it's not an animal.
Yeah. Exactly what Elmair's thinking.
You continue following her. She turns to you. Yeah?
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything to her.
She stops talking to you and walks over to I'm assuming Timon and Astra are kind of walking together at this time. She just sniffs.
Diamond's terrified.
Oh, you don't have to be scared of me.
I'm not scared of you, I'm scared of this place.
Oh yeah, things just get darker. Oh.
Sorry.
I smell. Do you smell anything in the air?
Smells beautiful.
What are you smelling? It smells so nice in here, but
The shadows.
what does it smell like to you?
Darkness and sadness and gloominess and perhaps a little bit of fear. A lot of fear, actually.
A lot of fear. Yeah.
Oh, you can smell it too?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Who are you, might I ask? I don't think I've ever seen
Stop
someone like
lying!
you.
What am I or who am I?
Who are you?
Who? Oh, Astra. I mean, Nancy Shrew.
Good, you're learning.
Do I?
She like leans up real close to you, like stands up on her hind legs. Interesting.
What?
Nothing.
What? Do I stink?
Nothing. Yes, you. Where are you from?
Not from here.
I mean,
How come you're not
names
smelling
hold a true
him?
power. Names are powerful. Places and past stories aren't.
Where are you
I'm from
from?
the Feywild.
What is the Feywild?
Oh, it's a beautiful place. It's the. You could say it looks and feels kind of like here, these woods, but everywhere.
Wow.
I don't like that idea.
Here, but everywhere.
And it's not all the same though. There's a lot of different parts of the Feywild. There's large mountains and canyons and waterfalls and
Oh. Are there...
rainbows and unicorns
There's-
and butterflies larger than all of them.
Unicorn.
It's not a real animal.
I've seen one.
No,
It's quite real.
I don't believe you.
Have you ever heard of a Kieran?
A what?
A Kieran?
I heard of a Kieran.
Make a history check. Or a nature check. Or just a check.
Some
23.
Oh.
What's your religion, actually? Like, your score. Like, what would it be if you took that number with the religion?
Dirty 20.
You know, very, very powerful celestial beings and entities, like nature spirits almost. But divine nature spirits.
So not a physical presence.
They can manifest as a physical presence, perhaps on the Feywild.
What did she call it again?
A Kieran.
How do you spell that?
Kirin. I've seen one of those. They're big and dangerous. And fun. Sometimes they like to like run really fast and like jump off of a cliff with this really like majestic pose.
Interesting.
Dan, do I gather that with all of these questions and this interrogation that she is fishing for weaknesses from us in the
Make
group?
an insight check.
How come you're not sniffing him as much as you sniffed me?
He seems pretty straightforward.
15.
Just fear.
I'll send you a DM.
Oh!
What did you hear?
Stubbed his toe.
No. My bird told me something.
My bird.
Jeffrey.
No, Jeffrey's the owl. Timothy's the
Bless you.
little.
Oh,
Serafina.
Timothy. Yes.
Bless
you.
Jeffrey's sleeping.
Are you allergic to these woods?
Maybe.
I don't trust her either.
Me?
What?
What?
What? I didn't
Why
say
is
anything.
they're not loading? What the fuck?
Give me that whisper.
Yeah, there just seems like something's off about you. I don't quite know what.
Something's off about me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm an open book. What? Nothing's off.
You haven't even told me your name.
I've told you so many times.
Yeah, but she said it wasn't your real name.
No, that's when I
I don't
was
believe
following
you.
her orders. Yeah. Did you just smell me again?
Maybe.
Oh,
Go ahead.
what was the last visitor that you got here? You said that you don't see that many people around
Of your kind?
of any kind.
I mean, the other guy followed me here, so I guess he's technically a visitor.
Followed you from where?
From home.
Where is home?
The Feywild.
How do you get here from the Feywild? Is there a bridge?
No,
Is
it's
there like
kinda
a
just
rank
like
that you?
no, I just
Rim
swim.
job 3 times.
There's this nice pond that I like to swim in, and I swim there. And sometimes when I swim up the river instead of down the river, I end up here. It's great. I love it. It's so nice to swim in these waters. It's so cool and refreshing and different.
So if there's a boat, can I get to your house?
I don't know.
I can't swim.
Everyone can swim.
What?
Everyone can
Have you
swim.
ever met a dwarf?
No.
We can't swim.
His
Most
center
of
of
us.
gravity is not very buoyant.
Oh, you mean swim near the top of the water? Everyone can swim. Just jump right in.
Well, he'd sink.
Ah,
You're still swimming. Maybe for not very long, sure, but
It's not wrong.
I'm a master swimmer.
she continues to go. She. Yeah, I think we're almost there.
Leaves are still pointing in this direction.
No, they were
Round-
only
it
pointing in
was,
that
it was only a
direction,
30-yard
like,
radius.
and,
Oh,
yeah,
it was
so
only
Just
30
wherever
yards.
we were, all the trees and stuff in that area were.
Okay.
I send you a message. I feel like she is fishing for some information, but I can't tell quite what. It's not weakness, but something. What does she want?
She gave me that impression as well. She's pretty upfront with her questions. And
What does she want?
Is there anything you'd like to know?
Calder. The like whispering on the winds has gotten more and more noticeable to the point where now you can almost tell. It sounds almost like hushed, like whispers of like people
Gives me the
talking.
heebie fucking
I
jeeps.
love
There's
it.
like
God damn, it's creepy.
occasionally like tinkling of like laughter and whispers on the air. You're like occasionally there's usual of like bells off in the distance.
it's a little ASMR.
You can see off like maybe like a little ways away in the woods. There's like a faint glowing light.
Don't let it hit you. You got that?
Does anyone else see that out there?
Yeah,
The,
yes.
the light?
He points it out. I'll see it, and she looks in that way. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's him, all right.
That's him?
That's him?
Yeah.
The light?
I mean, he's probably that way. Smells like him. Smells dark. Smells ominous.
Oh, God.
DM, do I have a feeling that she's leading us to a trap?
Make an insight check.
14. No, 13.
She's been pretty upfront with you about everything. She's not leading you to a trap. She doesn't. It might very well be she hasn't been leading you at all.
Yeah.
The woods are taking you where you need to go.
Does she
But-
seem a little bit more?
And as you
afraid?
like look at her and like her like narrow your eyes, she just like straight up turns around and like tells you, "Don't look at me that way. There's nothing to be suspicious about with me."
Did she
Just
mention that
nice,
she was
friendly otter?
Oh, come on now. You expect me to trust you? You are asking us all of these questions. What do you want to know?
I wanted to know what brought you here, if I could trust you with the shrine.
Well, fair questions.
You're lying.
No, she's
I'm
an
an
otter.
No.
she follows the otter system.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The woods want you to go this way. I've just been following. I was curious to see how you guys would interact with him.
But what are you hiding from us?
I have nothing to hide.
Then tell us
In
your
your-
name.
Your hand?
What hand? She like raises up both of her paws.
Look at her. She's adorable.
I was gonna reach out to shake it again. And then
She reaches out with her other hand.
no. Your right hand.
Oh, this little thing? I'm not sure you want that. Like, reaches out.
I'm like just no, but like in my hand, I'm palming just like a stick. I'm just gonna throw that there
Make a
and
dexterity saving throw.
what, like throwing it into her hand?
Oh, you're throwing it to her?
Yeah, like
Catches it.
she catches it there. Okay. Did I notice the same blurriness at all, or not this
really.
time? No. Okay.
It catches it and like cleans one of her teeth with it. Why did you give me that? Then drops it back down. Nothing died.
You seem hesitant to shake with your right hand first. That tells me otherwise.
I just wanted to save you the embarrassment.
Of?
Do you want to shake my hand?
I no, not at all. Especially if you're saying embarrassment. Tell us.
I mean, I tried to shake your hand earlier and you pulled it away, so I was just gonna do that.
You pulled your hand away? Why were you being
I mean,
so
like,
rude to her?
okay, is there like just a full-on insight check at that point? Yeah. Nice. 2.
She is an otter. It's very hard to read her facial expressions or behavior.
And Scout's otter.
I've just been following you all. You've been making your way through these woods. It's quite interesting to me. I'm hoping that if I keep following you, I'll end up back at the shrine and I'll be able to swim there again.
Her story adds up, you guys. I mean, when has she ever given us any reason not to trust her apart from her trying to steal stuff from her? It's a little iffy, but
I do want to know where you got that sword from. It's quite interesting to me. I haven't seen a blade quite like that in a long time. That's all. That's all I wanted to know.
Well, we can talk about that once we're done with the shrine. How about that?
That's good. Speaking of, best of luck. She like puts her thumbs up, and then you just see her like shimmer into like she just disappears.
Just an otter.
Neat trick. So, any thoughts on how we approach him? Not supposed to attack him.
What
Or make
if-
deals.
does
Or drink his
anybody
tea.
have tea? Because what if we offer our own tea, and then it wouldn't make sense for him to offer us tea, and then we could be like, it's okay, we have some already. We don't have to drink yours.
My old character had tea.
Also, don't give our real names, apparently.
Yeah. And don't agree to any deals.
I'm gonna say I'm Astra.
That's now you remember my name.
That was your name? I made that name up.
Well, I'm going with Nancy Shrew.
I am Smithy the Smith.
Little Smitty.
I have nothing to hide. I'm Mayor of the Green Moss Grove. These are my woods.
Okay, I'm probably not gonna have to redo the intro. I think the big one may come back then. You may.
I'm not sure what we do other than,
Go say hello.
I guess. I think if he is the one who did this, or he wants the shrine to be this way, we probably don't want to tell him that we're planning to undo it.
Is there any way of us doing this without him realizing?
I don't know.
We'd be real stealthy. Maybe go invisible somehow.
Oh, like this.
And I go invisible.
Whoa!
That is one of my checks.
Oh, where disappeared?
Do you mean to get past him?
Yeah, like because she said if we purify the water, he'll lose his footing. So if we can do that without him knowing, then maybe he's not even going to be a problem at all.
She also said the woods would just put us right back to him. Like, the woods are leading us to him, regardless of whether or not he can see us.
Do we even have an idea of how we would purify these waters?
It's hard to know until we see what's happening.
Get like a net and skim off the leaves, like.
Can you see me?
I'm fully invisible.
No.
This is just a naked man.
This is one way.
Can anybody else go invisible?
I can, but I don't know if that's going to do much.
Oh, you're right.
And I'll drop my invisibility.
We might walk past him and then walk right back up to him if the woods turns us around. I saw the woods moving before. I know they can do it.
I suppose she did say he's really powerful too, so maybe he would see right through the invisibility, if you know what I mean.
You all really don't know a lot about Fey magic, do you?
I've read all about it. I know plenty.
Well, then what do you know?
Confrontation.
Because what you're saying sounds crazy.
I've read tons of books.
Well, then you would know that it's a very strong magic.
Yes.
And no
know
matter
that.
where we go or what we do, he can probably see us. He's probably listening to us right now.
That's what I just said. I said because he's so powerful, he can probably see through the invisibility. But not through the invisibility, but see through the spell of the invisibility to see us.
I don't know what you just said, but people of this magic are tricksters. What seemed like one thing is not what it really is. So no matter what we do, he's probably one step ahead.
I know.
Just one.
Probably a few. So I say we just go speak with him and find out what. Maybe make a deal. No, don't make a deal.
No.
Maybe don't shake his hand.
That's fine with me. You're the one that likes to shake hands.
Just tell them you just sneezed and you don't want to spread any buggies. It's polite.
She's definitely gonna die.
Perhaps we each try to do as little talking to him as possible.
Is that directed at me?
I'm speaking for myself as well here.
I was gonna message the hands like, we have this as well.
You're all doing that thing again.
I can pass it on to you, don't worry. I said that out loud.
You all begin making your way deeper into the woods towards the strange glow in the distance.
Oh god.
And a brief moment later, all of you can begin to hear these like whispers on the wind, with, like strange tinkling bells and soft murmuring kills, and the light, through the trees, this like pale orange light just grows and grows and grows as you approach closer to what seems like a bit of a clearing. Out there, here, with your perception and Elmer with you leading the way and kind of looking through the woods, you can see set up here in the middle of this grove the large rectangular table with 6 chairs around it. 7, as a matter of fact, because as you see in the distance, facing directly back at you in the direction that you're coming from, there sits a figure on the 7 chair. You can't make out much from it, but it's just sitting, minding its own business. All around you, among the trees, there's these like banners that are draped everywhere. There's like dangling lights that are swinging softly in the wind. Sitting on the table, there's like tattered sort of like tablecloth and like rusted plates and chinaware. You can make out like almost like a table setting set for 6 people, other than the 7th that's sitting at the head. That's all you can make out from here.
Did anybody play Elder Scrolls? It reminds me of the. Did you play Elder Scrolls? The fucking-
Shogorath?
Yeah, God, this is what vibes I'm getting.
You both see this out there.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he's waiting for us. Be ready for anything, but also expect nothing. I will lead.
There's 6 chairs? And a 7th for him? There's 5 of us?
Yes.
It's one extra chair.
You all begin to approach this clearing. It's a pretty good spot to take a break before we get into this.
Oh god.
Oh my lord.
Lucky.
I love face shit. This is cool.
I hate face shit.
I
Fuck
love
face
it.
shit. Alright,
I
we'll be back
love
in a few
it.
Back in a
minutes.
few minutes.
Hello.
Welcome back. So, as you all are making your way through this strange, fate-touched woods, your surroundings have grown more and more darker and ominous as you've gotten closer to where the forest wishes for you to go, according to your acquaintance, Seraphina. And you approached, in the distance, this clearing of sorts. You can make out in the distance almost like a festive atmosphere set up. As some sort of dinner party or tea party, perhaps.
Yeah, just start heading in, I guess. There's no real way to plan around it. He knows we're here.
Yeah.
Just start walking up slowly.
As you approach, you can see in front of you, almost like, I will describe in a little bit further detail, a desolate garden of sorts with these strange purple and blue flowers that are blooming on the trees. The leaves of the trees themselves, well, where you've been walking have been a lot more colorful and jovial, or all dark purples and maroons, much more somber colors. The table itself, you see, is this large rectangular table adorned with delicate porcelain teacups and antique silverware. Their gleam tarnished and dulled. Scattered around the table, there's mismatched chairs. None of them look quite like the other. Worn, old, battered. On the center of the table, there's a large, ornate porcelain teapot.
Drink it all.
The pattern on the teapot is a checkered motley of gaudy pink and green, and a strange colored steam rises from the spout. As you all smell your surroundings, it smells intoxicatingly fragrant and beautiful. You'd think that on the air you can hear these like hushed whispers and sourceless laughter and giggles. As you approach, you notice that everything around here seems even darker than the twilight that had been as you were walking through the woods. It seems almost like it's night. Sitting at the head of the table in a tall backed chair, you spot an unnaturally tall and lanky fellow in what can only be described as ragged attire. A tattered and torn top hat adorned with thorns and trinkets cast eerie shadows upon a pale white face that stares back at you all, unblinking. On the right side of his face is a painted blood-red diamond that covers his cheek and goes past his eye. A torn purple coat adorned with shimmering pink and maroon leaves across the mantle sits upon his shoulders. And as he sits there with his hands gently steepled across his lap, across this armchair, Calther and Elmer, with your perception, you can make out that his hands look unnatural. There's something off about them. He looks back at all of you. Ah, well,
Timed really well.
Yeah.
Good day.
it's so nice to have guests. Please take a seat.
That's so very kind of you.
He just like sits there, and
Yeah.
just staring
Walk
back
up
at
to
you all,
one of the seats, I guess.
unblinking and smiling. You notice that he's sitting at the head of the table. There's one chair at the other end of the table, and then there's 5 around the edge. So there's 2 on one side, 3 on the other.
I'll sit at the far end, across from him.
He like looks at you. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Like you're at the other head of the table.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit.
My wish.
I'm gonna sit like next to him, far away from the creepy guy.
Okay. Where are the rest of you sitting?
I'll sit in front of the teapot.
You bring
it's
in a
only-
giant spoon.
It's only the 5 of you. I was hoping she would join us.
Yeah.
Very well. More tea for the rest of us. He's just got this like smile on his face throughout the entire time as he's talking to you. and he's not blinking. What brings you to these woods? Please come, have a seat, join me. It has been so long since I've had visitors.
What is your name, sir?
Our names hold a power here.
My name's Nancy Shrew.
Damn it!
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Nancy.
Thank you.
Kick him under the table.
And the rest of you.
You don't point to me. You guys go first.
Names hold a power here.
Very interesting. He looks back at you and tilts his head a little bit. I guess you can call me the Weaver. And even though names do hold power, I must know how to politely address you as one of my guests.
Seeker.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Seeker. Interesting. Must learn more of you from where you are from.
Good luck.
You wouldn't be the first.
And you all?
Watcher.
Interesting.
Who's next?
Steven! That's my real name.
Very well, Nancy. You?
I'm Smithy. The Smith.
Smith face.
Like that. I have been looking for someone to forge me some new teacups. These have grown quite tarnished. Perhaps you might be able to help with that. And you?
It's only a thrifter.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Thrifter.
Thrifter. Well, welcome. Please, take a seat and tell me, how can I help you?
What are you doing in these woods?
That's a very loaded question. What are you doing in these woods?
I live in these woods.
Oh, well, I don't. I just arrived here a few weeks ago.
Did you have safe travels?
Yeah.
Well, good.
How long before you head out?
Oh, I don't think I'm leaving. I enjoy it here. Though I have to admit, this is the first time I have company, and I've had a chance to crack out this old brew from back home. I do wish more people would come and visit.
Well, this is a lovely setup you have here. Greatly appreciate it. I should warn you, I have quite a sensitive tummy though. So please don't be offended if
I'm not drinking your tea.
You see him almost climb onto the chair, and he
it's so
sits
creepy.
in like squatting on the chair. He reaches out with his long hand, and you can see that his hand has about 3 more knuckles to each finger than all of the rest of you do. He reaches for the teapot and curls around the handle, lifts it up, and
Yeah,
this
it's
teapot is heavy. It must be heavy and large. It's probably about this big, sitting in the middle of this table. He lifts it up effortlessly, brings it over to who's sitting closest to him.
If I was close to a teapot, I'd be there.
Just tips it over the teacup, and then reaches out past you,
Oh god.
tips it over.
Does it
It
look
reaches
like
out
his
past
arm
you.
is folded or it just
Probably
keeps going?
across.
It just keeps going.
As he's doing that, I'm just gonna take that teacup and pour it into that emptied flask I had from earlier from when I was trying to
Save
capture
that
that
for later.
firefly.
He notices you.
Yep. I'm not hiding it.
Teapot
Just Same as
Where are
for
you?
later. Thank you.
That's impolite.
Across from you.
He like pours one for himself. Puts the pot back down. Curls his finger around the teacup, but just very small compared to his hand. Delicious.
Have you got any ale?
No, I can't say that I do. Just tea.
Disappointed.
It's lovely tea.
I don't care for tea much. Sorry, no offense. Drink ale.
T gives him the squirts.
You know you're creepy.
Thank you.
And this whole place is creepy.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever told me. So, you all haven't answered the question as to what brought you here. What can I help you with? I'm only looking to make your time here more of a pleasant experience.
Then leave.
I just got here.
These are my woods, and you're disturbing it.
Oh, they're your woods, are they?
They're my woods.
Interesting.
This is Nancy of the Green Moss Grove.
Never
Steven.
heard of it. And the rest of you, are these your woods as well?
Just is. We barely know.
I mean, far be it from me to stay somewhere where I'm not wanted. Perhaps I will leave.
That was easy. Serafina said it'd be much harder.
Oh, so you have met her.
No.
Is she around? I'd love to have a chat.
She had to go. No, sorry.
I'd love to have a chat and bring her back. She's not supposed to be here.
Neither are you.
Oh, did you say Serafina? It may have been a different name. The one that we met.
Aquafina.
Yeah, I'm pretty you're right. I'm pretty sure it was Aquafina. She was a dragon or something.
Well, if you see a strange creature in the woods that introduces themselves by Serafina or Moonbeam or the Whisperer or Frostfang, tell her she needs to come home.
We'll keep an eye out.
Did you say Frostfang?
Yeah.
Just wondering.
There was a sign near your place.
I know.
Oh, okay.
It's the name of the woods.
It's the name of the woods.
How come it's not the Green Moss Grove?
No, the Green Moss Grove is in the Frostfang.
Oh, I see.
Because it's actually Seraphina's woods. No.
Interesting.
Did she do something wrong?
I mean,
You seem angry with her.
she's not supposed to be here. I would just like to take her home,
Where's home?
back where I'm from.
But to your point, that means you're not supposed to be here either.
No, I'm not.
So leave.
Once I have her, I will.
Is that a promise?
Sure.
I don't believe him. You see, you're disrupting the peace of these woods. This shrine is not what it used to be, and it's because of you.
Yes.
So I would very much like you to leave.
I need to keep the doorway open.
Do you mean to the Feywild?
To home.
Is that the Feywild?
Yes.
Why do you need to keep coming back here? Why don't you just stay home.
I need to bring her back home.
Okay, but say hypothetically you find Serafina, not Aquafina. You bring her home. Do you still need that door to stay open?
No.
How are you keeping this door open?
Well, they're asking a lot of questions. Why don't I ask a question first then? You said it seems like you're in this woods. You protect these woods. You keep it safe. Have you been doing a good job?
Yes?
Somehow I doubt that. These woods have grown darker and more dangerous.
Because of you! That is why I'm here!
Sure. Princess? I think you're here because you're supposed to be here. I think you all are here for selfish purposes.
Well, that's not very nice.
What was it you asked me? This, how I'm keeping this door open?
Yes.
There's an artifact that I know of that I've brought with me and that keeps the door open.
So it seems like you're not needed here anymore.
I mean, once I've brought her home, I believe.
What are you gonna do with her?
I mean, I'm sure there'll be some proceedings that the king and queen will punish her and potentially end her for her dalliances here in this realm where she's not supposed to be. Now, I must admit, I did leap at the opportunity to come here because it's quite fun. I jumped at the opportunity to deface this shrine because, let's be honest, there's no such thing as fate. But my true purpose in coming here was to bring her home. When I do that, you help me, I believe. You can do whatever you want with your sad sack shrine of fate. And perhaps we can have some tea. And just takes another sip of the tea.
Do we see... Like, the shrine's not in our vicinity right now, though, right?
Not at all.
I mean, it could be.
Sure.
I don't know.
True.
Would not be sitting at a table at all.
Well, it seems like we're at a bit of an impasse if you won't have the tea and I can't quite let you through. What are we to do? Well, don't all speak up at once.
I'm just looking around at the moment.
Yeah,
Like,
I
what
think-
is in the vicinity?
So it looks like decoration, banners hanging from draped across trees. You do notice off in the distance, it's like fireflies still in the woods. It's dark and ominous. You swear you think you see shadows moving around you, but you look closer, there's nothing.
Well, you
There's
were
one thing that
obviously...
you noticed clearly. There's no moonlight in this one. It's in this clearing.
You were obviously aware of us coming your way.
Yeah.
What were you hoping to achieve?
Oh, I was hoping that you would bring her with you, so that I may take her home. But it seems you have not, and so you would like to leave and return again. Most obliged. But I cannot allow you to continue on.
To continue forward here.
No. Unless you have any clever ideas, anything that you might attempt or try to perhaps talk me into allowing you permission somehow. Have to admit, the ways of your kind have always proven tricky for me to understand.
Well, what do you
I
know
was
of your
kind of hoping to be entertained, to be honest.
Well, what do you know of your friend? What would have attracted her to bring her here?
Oh, I don't know. I frankly don't know her very well. I simply received a task from my king, and I was attempting to fulfill it.
She doesn't seem to like you.
Do you like me?
I don't know you. I don't dislike you.
Why, thank you. That's the second kindest thing anybody's ever said to me.
What's the kindest thing that somebody ever
Oh,
said?
your friend called me creepy. I like that.
Oh.
Well, what if hypothetically I said that she was attracted by the idea of fate?
Yeah, that seems quite right for someone as simple-minded as her. There's no such thing. You notice for the first time the smile kind of like fades away into...
You may choose not to believe that, but if that is something that she is interested in, then maybe allowing us to pass and restore this shrine is in your best interest.
If you were to restore the shrine, I'm pretty sure the only thing that you could do to restore the shrine would be to close the gate. And then I would be stuck here alongside her. I don't want that. I like this place. I enjoy it. It's been fun having visitors, but I would like to go home sometime.
Is that the only way? It's only one or the other?
Yeah.
So you cannot put it. Okay.
Now,
What if she died here? Could you go back and report that?
yes.
Because I've got some bad news.
Aquafina told us.
Tell me more.
I'm not certain, but we may have passed someone who meets your description who was deceased.
Make a deception check.
Is there any way I can help with that?
Please?
I said, is there any way that I can help with that?
I don't think so.
16.
He just like stares back at you, tilts his head into a smile. Well, then perhaps you can fetch me her corpse.
It looked pretty decayed. I don't know that we could bring much back. I think
Sure,
some of
you'll
the
manage.
no, I think some of like the animals had gotten to maybe the fairies or the pixies.
Do you take me for a simple-minded food, you young lass?
No, of course. I think you're creepy.
You're so creepy.
Yeah.
Tell you what. You would like to continue on to the shrine. I would like to keep you from going there, so how about we play a game, you and I?
I love games.
If I win, you stay here with me. Each of you. We have tea, and you help me finish my job. If you win, I'll allow you safe passage to the shrine, and you may do whatever you please there.
What are the rules?
I will present you, each of you, with a riddle.
Damn it.
I do so love games of words and their meanings. And it provides each of you with an opportunity to be clever and prove to me that allowing you through would be fun. and that you all would enjoy an element of risk. So, do you agree?
No. 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 No.
Oh, you're no fun.
I was messaging here. I'm like, do you think he can hear us here?
All the while, I'm like,
Good.
no.
Still in there too. So, we could help each other.
He's wagering a deal, though.
This is true.
I message you. Let's go kill the author.
He looks at you, Elmer.
You just see Elmer's like really gripping his staff, and for the first time, his like soft demeanor is full of anger towards the comments about this area and fate and all this sort of stuff. Just staring blankly back at him.
So, do you accept? I'm sure I see one of you is clearly not, but if some of you would like to attempt this game, I'm a man of my word.
I do not accept.
Okay, you're no fun.
Well, while we're being somewhat straightforward with each other,
Yes.
what is it about this tea that makes it so special?
It's delicious. It reminds me of home. I brought it from home. That's it.
Insight on. That's it.
You know, so check.
I brought it from home. 18.
25.
He seems hard to read.
Fuck!
Oh, wow.
He's a trickster,
Fucking
man.
trickster.
Yeah. He's a fey trickster.
He rolled a 28.
God damn. I really don't trust him now. I can't read him at all.
Well, if you're not attempting this,
are you?
That's a interesting question. What is any of us? Consciousness?
I'm a dwarf.
Tiefling.
Stubby arms. Stubby legs.
I guess amongst your kind, you may call me something grand. Trying to recall. Nobody's really called me anything in a while. I haven't met anybody. Perhaps an archfey? I think I've heard that name be bandied about. I'm a member of the. Well, not really a member per se, but I'm a known acquaintance of the Unseelie Court.
What is that court?
Unsealed.
The rulers of a portion of the land where I come from. They're royalty. I tend to work with them. They provide me with resources and sustenance back home, and sometimes they ask me to do favors and jobs, and this is one of them.
If we were interested, would we be able to travel to your land?
Can you repeat that?
Said if we were interested, would we be able to travel to your home?
Don't see why not.
And whereabouts, or how would we go about doing that?
Well, there's the gate that I'm keeping open, anchored, near this shrine that you called, and should provide passage for anybody. Unfortunately, I don't think I can allow you to go there right now. It's my responsibility here. I am making sure that no unwanted entities find their way up across these the shrine, so to speak. But if you would like to continue on, like I said, in a game of chance, there are winners and losers, and I could perhaps lose my grip over these wounds.
Those terms may not work for us, but maybe there's something else you could offer.
You can propose what you would like. This is an open bargain table. Don't mind if I help myself to a little more tea. And he just like goes, pours himself a little extra. I do insist. It's great tea.
Do you have written rules to this game? Because the way that you explain it seems like it could be wildly unfair.
What have I got in my pockets?
Yeah.
I would ask each of you who agrees to play this game a riddle. If
Yeah,
you're
but
able to
you-
answer the riddle correctly, you may continue on to the shrine and do as you wish. I will not stop you from your journey to the shrine.
Yeah,
That would
and
be
that
interesting.
sounds all good and dandy and all, but what if you make a riddle that has no answer? If it's something that's only from the Fey realm that we couldn't possibly know, or maybe I would because I've read about it. But these guys, it's like it's unfair.
There's
You know
no
what I
way of
mean?
finding out.
Well, no, because the consequences don't seem quite right. I love games though. How about Monopoly?
Never heard of it. Well, if you're not interested, then you may turn about and leave. He like gestures with his hands and fingers and like curls them up in completely unnatural ways. I was still hoping this would be a fun gathering and event. It seems like you all are none.
I'm gonna use psychic, or not psychic whispers, but whatever the one that I have is, everybody. What do we do here? Do we go find Seraphina? Go get more information as to why she left in the first place?
Is this a mine too?
I don't think he's going to let us leave.
But he said that we could go back that way. Just not that we can't go forward towards the shrine.
I don't like this place. Gives me the creeps.
He like, tell me, is there anything I can do to perhaps sweeten the pot? Anything that you all would like to know? Any questions you might wish to ask me? Any aid that I might be able to provide? Perhaps.
What do you got?
What do you want?
Baby, I got it. What you need?
What do you know about the red storms?
I can answer your questions about the storm if you win at the game.
How do I know you know anything?
If my answer is not to your satisfaction, perhaps I'll let you ask me another question. The storms are powerful. They also do happen in the Fey realm. But they're a lot more muted where I come from. They're not... Perhaps because of the chaotic nature of the rest of the lands, the storms themselves seem almost tame in comparison. Anything else any of you want to know about? I'm a wealth of information, and if not, if I don't know about it, I can surely find out. Or you can turn about and leave.
So something he said to Elmer is really pissing Elmer off. He's mentioned that I'm not doing a very good job protecting the grove, and that really sets Elmer off. So just sitting in the chair, I'll just like lean back, and I'll just bring up my staff, and I'll knock my cup of tea off the table.
Oh. That was perfectly good tea. It was awfully rude.
You see, Weaver, I grow very old and tired,
I can see that.
and I'm not very fond of trickery, or whatever you call all of this. These are my woods, and this is my shrine. And if you don't leave, then you have a problem with me.
Very well. I can't leave until I've brought her home.
Well, she's not here right now, and you are. And you are the problem in this.
Oh, seems like we're at an impasse then.
What if we each got to ask you a riddle?
It's gonna happen.
What if we turn the tables? What if we each got to ask you a riddle? If you can't
Yeah.
answer all of them.
Oh, good thinking.
Since you're so tricky.
As the viewer, you would be more than glad to accept the challenge, but as the DM, I will not. Unless you allow me to Google the answer. Just being realistic here. Stuck in riddles.
That would have been fun.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Who is Countess?
Ah, so you have heard of him. Quite interesting fellow. We've been acquaintances for centuries. I'll tell you more about him if you agree to play my little game. I'll even start you off with the simplest riddle, since you seem to be the first to actually show any interest in playing.
Curious. Did he say? Actually, yeah. Did he say whoever answers it right can go forward?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not we don't all have to get it right in order to go through.
Oh, like we could split the party.
No, I'm just yes, but I was just curious. Like, if you get the first one wrong, it's
Going through is not going to do anything if he stays here. He's the reason the shrine is fucked.
Yeah, we need to get him on the other side and close the
Correct.
portal. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, but he theoretically would be weakened.
Yes.
Oh, true. Right, because she said that he would lose his footing.
Lego.
I'm not gonna be like.
It's the simplest one first. We have the power of friendship. What's this? I'll just message. I can go first if we need.
Oh my god, we're going to die here. I'm going to die here.
That's real. I've faced many things so far. What's tea?
You probably notice Elmer is a few clicks away from just straight up attacking this guy. So whatever you're about to do. You would visibly know him very upset.
I can count on you guys to help me out of another situation.
You got gills on your neck.
I'm just being very hopeful that if he shoots at an archfey, that his new friends will back him up.
Yes, or he doesn't care.
Well, you have your simplest riddle, then.
Yeah.
So you agree to the terms?
Let's review the terms again, just for clarity.
If you answer my riddle correctly, I will allow you safe passage to the shrine, where you may do as you please with any crystals or relics or artifacts that I may have placed there. But if you are unable to answer correctly, I will even sweeten the pot and give you 3 attempts at each riddle. If you are unable to answer correctly, you all will turn around and bring me her.
Wait, all of us?
Well, the one who answers incorrectly.
And just so we're clear, there's no time constraint on this answer.
Once you have agreed,
Mm-hmm.
I expect you to play the game honorably, just as I will.
And what does that mean?
Well, take your time to think and postulate potential answers amongst yourselves and provide me with an answer.
All right.
Wait, I just have a quick question. Hypothetically, if we don't get it right and then we have to go get Seraphina, what if she's not even on this plane of existence anymore?
Oh, she's here.
No, but
I
what
can
if...
smell
Okay,
her
but right now she is.
on
But maybe by
all
the
of
time
you.
that we go to do that, she's not, and then there's physically no way for us to bring her back. Then what?
Then you will follow her to wherever she has gone and bring her back to me.
Okay, that's clear.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Very well. I'll start you off with my easiest riddle. I am the beginning of everything, the end of everywhere. I am the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space. What am I?
Can I look at Google?
That's the easiest one. We're fucked.
Could you say it again?
I am the beginning of everything, the end of everywhere. I am the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space. What am I?
The letter E.
Very smart.
Oh, that was in his head, but I guess.
Well, if it was in his head, then it was in his head.
It's the letter E! Can I buy
The letter E.
Very smart. And you asked us through the woods so we may go unmolested.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Can I be molested?
I signed up for that.
It's been so long.
It's only been animals.
These other 4 wouldn't play with me.
Well, if we're gonna get molested, maybe we should all play this game.
As you notice, like behind them, almost like these 2 trees that were like basically right beside each other,
Yeah.
apart a little
Far away. But I'll wait.
You don't want to go close the door?
Solo?
Are you gonna ask about Katniss? Paris?
Oh, do you have any? I did say I would tweet in the pot. Is there any question you would ask of me? Any information that you would like?
The message group is.
Give you much information.
Is
on
there
it.
anything that we need to know? What does this artifact look like?
You can ask it if you want.
I'll bring the big one back.
But we're already on that path,
Mhm.
right? Restoring the water.
Ask what their greatest weakness is.
He's still just like looking back at you.
What is the the answer to your next riddle?
Yeah.
Smart.
Outsmarted.
Just like breaks apart.
You just He just shakes his head.
What is it that you've done to the shrine?
I simply made it more hospitable for myself to live around here. There's a, so to speak, artifact that the court granted me access to, which allows me to bring a little bit of home wherever I go, and place that at the shrine. That's all. Anybody else would like to attempt my game? I noticed one of you is quite vexed. I must admit, it would be quite foolish of you to do what you're thinking of doing. But quite entertaining regardless. Anybody?
I'm just gonna nod at Calter because I know he gave me the answers.
Yeah, but I want to make sure everybody else is fine.
We can still help them.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Arkmir, you can tell the others that I will help find if they want to. I will help try to solve them. I'll relay what I know.
I will help you.
You're gonna take credit.
Sorry. Easy. But also Calton will help us help too. These will be simpler at the beginning if we go now.
We should make, I'm including everybody in this, we should make a bit of a plan, like who, I know you want information on the storms. Do you also want to, like how many people do we need to go and shut this thing
You really
down?
don't have all day, and this is me as a DM also saying that we should do a time check.
Yeah. I think we
He's
should
growing
just
a little bit impatient.
get going.
Two go, three stay?
Well, let's see how this next one goes.
Splitting? That's not a good idea
Timon?
at all. Because if we can't get back, like if you do something there, we
You
can't
have-
get back.
You
guys
have
are
all of
fucked.
us behind you. I promise you that.
I'm going to die.
We go as a group then? Okay.
Cool, yes. Cool. Big yes.
Damn it, Timothy. What are you doing here?
Timothy knows the answer.
I agree.
Very well. Let's see. In realms
The answer's E!
In realms of make-believe, I hold sway. Within me, cities rise and forests play. Rivers flow, yet no water they bear, as artistry fills the air. What am I?
Get a blank stare from time.
Wind.
In realms
Say it
of
again.
make-believe, I hold sway. Within me, cities rise and forests play. Rivers flow, yet no water they bear, as artistry fills the air. What am I?
It's like a dream. How many guesses do we get? 3 attempts? Sounds like a dream, but I don't know, it's a riddle.
In realms of make-believe, I hold sway.
Oh, okay.
Within me, cities rise and forests play. Rivers flow, yet no water they bear, as artistry fills the air. What am I?
It's gonna be something dumb where it's like
Song. or
it's like a
something.
poem or something,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
Rivers flow. Yeah.
I don't know. He was rhyming or something in that.
That's like riddles.
You're a riddle.
What was the part about buildings?
Cities rise.
Cities
and-
rise.
Within me, cities rise and forests play.
And force
Play.
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 Rivers flow, yet no water they bear, as
How?
artistry fills the air.
Cities rise.
We're looking at a guy who's the worst person at fucking riddles.
Play. He's talking about forests.
I don't know, Timothy.
Rivers
Flow, but there's no water.
No
No water they bear.
Yeah.
I guess this is where we lose time.
And artistry fills the air. I think is what the last one was.
And artistry are what?
As artistry fills the air.
Artistry fills the air.
Well,
Just like dripping sweat.
It's probably like some blood dripping. from his nose now.
He's already grabbing the cup of tea.
I will say guesses, but like Taiwan would not have a lot of guesses.
Cities rise.
Cities rise, forests play, rivers flow, no water they bear. And then as artistry fills the air.
Oh, is it like a sunset or something? Or sun. Cities rise.
But the first part was something about make believe, right?
yes. In realms of make believe,
Mm-hmm.
I hold sway. Within me, cities rise and forests play. Rivers flow, yet no water they bear, as artistry fills the air. What am I?
Imagination.
Yeah, like it's dreaming, imagination, something like that.
We have 3 guesses. Shoot a shot.
Yeah.
You told me. Tell me. Tell me.
Tyler just gets up and starts running.
Astra says it's imagination.
I didn't say that.
This is all in our one. You heard nothing.
Imagination.
No.
Oh fuck!
I knew we can trust
You're
her.
thinking of something too abstract. This is something more real, something concrete. 2 more guesses.
What was the beginning again? The imagination
In
In
the
my-
realm of make believe,
on the realm. of
I hold
make-believe.
sway.
I hold sway.
Within me, cities rise and forests play.
Within me.
Rivers flow, yet no water they bear, as artistry fills the air. What am I?
I hold sway in the realm of imagination. Within me. Shit goes in.
I will allow one person to make a DC 20 intelligence check to try and get a hint.
Is that Calthier?
I am
Or is that-
panicking. I am.
Or is that you?
sweating.
like who's intelligence heavy? Like, is
I
it-
have
I
plus
think
3
Almir would much rather
intelligence.
just die fighting an archfiend, so
I said +2.
archfey.
Taiwan was convinced by his friends. He wanted
You
to
got
shoot
peer-
something.
You got peer pressured. You could have taken my hand and we could have died fighting an archfey.
I have +2.
Is that Calthier?
I know. I think I'm getting pretty lucky.
Oh!
Ooh.
22.
What the
I actually have the highest end score, but Almir's pissed.
Consider something where cities and forests and rivers would be, but not physically.
Okay.
You just gave another fucking riddle. Riddles are so
And it
dumb.
has something to do with the term artistry.
Painting? Or a drawing?
Oh, like or a painter. I hold sway in
Yeah.
the realm of
I'm a
imagination.
painter.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not what the first line is, but
Oh, well, no.
But it says
it was in the
no
realm.
In
within
realms
me.
of make-believe,
Oh, is
Oh.
it like
sway.
a picture?
Make-believe.
It's like in the realm of make believe, I hold sway.
A painting
Within me. Yeah.
within me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cities rise, forests light.
Yeah.
but there's no
Rivers,
actual
but
water.
there's no water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
You
Painting?
try it.
Or picture painting, whatever.
diamond.
Are you sure?
This is coming from me. You can trust it.
I am going to murder you. A painting?
Ooh, you're on the right track, but you're not quite there yet.
Oh, I'm going to murder you.
Oh no.
One more shot.
Oh God.
Can we get another clue?
Within me.
It's a movie.
In realms of make-believe, I hold sway.
Repeating it doesn't help. Riddles are stupid.
It is...
Is it gonna be like a tail or something? Like
You were very close with painting.
Is it painter or like artist?
but it said
Right
within
back
me.
close.
This is the part that was
Oh
weird.
yeah.
So I figured it was like an
Think of
object.
something that has mountains and forests and cities and rivers.
Earth.
But
A map.
no water they bear. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, it actually-
Oh.
Yeah, it could be a map.
Oh.
And you know what's funny? I'm pretty sure a podcast I listened to had this exact because they did a riddle episode. I'm pretty sure this exact was on there, and I didn't really pay attention because I fucking hate riddles. But I'm pretty sure it is.
All right.
Elmer's just gonna it's a fucking map. These kids are stupid.
It's a map.
Or you better be right.
The collective group says it's a map. All of us, not just
I
me.
just hear your voice. It's a map.
Very good.
Oh! He hits his face in the table.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You hear in your head.
I would ask you if you have any questions, but we are running short on time, so if anybody else would like to
Tell me everything you know about the storms.
I'll do
Leave.
it.
Okay.
Can we have our questions answered next session, I assume? We'll have our.
Retroactively go back on the questions.
Okay.
I glide through the air, no wings to my name. No eyes to weep, yet tears fall all the same. Wherever I venture, darkness follows in tow, and I'm most often seen only from below. What am I?
A cloud or a storm or something?
Yeah.
I glide through the air.
Can you read it again?
I glide through the air, no wings to my name. No eyes to weep, yet tears fall all the same.
Yeah.
Wherever I venture, darkness follows in tow, and I'm most often seen only from below.
Mm-hmm.
What am
What is a cloud?
I? What are you asking me?
Answer the question.
Fluffy thing up in the air that glides effortlessly
Yeah.
and brings rain
That's the
and
answer
water.
to your thing.
You are right.
Nailed it.
That one seemed easier.
You just really want to talk
I kind of agree.
I'm like, that's your time. I think he really wanted you.
He must hate dwarfs.
Sweating profusely.
Next.
One second. I have to make sure I have the right wording for this one.
I'm also certain he's fine with us just helping each other out.
Well, you should hope so by this point.
You
Well,
did
the-
say that you all could just
Help
talk
each other,
amongst
yeah, so
we
each
can
other.
converse, so.
Can't I?
But we enjoy being secret. Gonna look at my train.
Who wanted to go next?
After you.
You sure?
No. But go for it.
I am the sound without a source, the voice that carries on the wind's course. Though formless and unseen, my whispers echo and leave minds keen. What am I?
I thought it was going to be an echo originally.
My whispers echo, and what?
What?
My whispers echo, and what?
My whispers enchant and leave minds keen.
Oh, my whispers enchant. That's like an idea.
Can you do it
I
again?
need to repeat.
I am the sound without a source, the voice that carries on the wind's course. Though formless and unseen, my whispers enchant and leave minds keen. What am
Like a memory?
Something to do with like a thought, a memory idea,
Yeah.
something like that.
So it's sound without a source.
Thought. Yeah, that.
And then a voice. I can't remember what he said for that. Formless and unseen.
The voice that carries on the wind's course.
What's the third verse?
Though formless and unseen, my whispers enchant and leave minds keen.
Gotta be along those lines.
Yeah.
I just don't know which ones.
We have a couple guesses though. Well, a few guesses. Thought. A memory.
The second one is what's tripping me up a bit, though.
What was the second one?
The voice that carries on the wind's course.
Course.
Perhaps I can simplify it a little bit.
He googled.
I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?
Come alive with wind?
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?
I feel like I've heard this before.
Yeah, you can take the rewording of it as well. I just massaged it a little.
Okay.
I am the sound without a source, the voice that carries on the wind's course.
A breeze.
So formless and unseen, my whispers enchant and leave minds keen. What am I?
My whispers enchant, then?
Leave minds keen.
But in the other phrase, it said something about I come alive with me.
I come alive with the wind. Or with wind.
Yeah.
I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind.
This one has me stumped.
Yeah.
Would like to roll an intelligence check. I'll give you a hint, and I actually won't set a hard DC on it. I will just give you a better hint based on how much you roll.
Thinking like in,
Because the 20 actually,
what's
like,
that?
doing the
Oh no,
math
go
in my
for it.
head.
That's
I'm probably gonna roll.
Guidance.
Yep.
That didn't even roll.
Done.
I got an 8. Yeah, no, so.
No, it's free.
Yeah.
Until the next guess.
Yeah.
No battery. Do you have it written down?
No, not this one.
Oh.
Sound by the source voice that carries on the wind's course, though formless and unseen, whispers and chant leaves mind keen.
Both the riddles you gave us, they have the same answer?
Yes.
Can you see the second one again? That was
I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?
The hearing part is what trips me out.
Yeah. Yeah, that one throws me off, yeah. Speak.
Make some guesses.
Speak without mouth, I hear without ears, I come alive
With the wind?
with the wind. And what?
What am I?
No,
Yeah,
just what
it's like I have no body, whatever. Like,
yeah.
Anybody? Any guesses?
Can you do the first one
I'm
again?
thinking.
Like the first.
I have it right here.
I am the
And
sound
sound
without a
without
source.
The
The
voice
voice
that
carries on the wind's course. Though formless and unseen, my whispers enchant and leave minds keen. What?
That one sounds more like a thought or something, but then come alive with wind doesn't make sense.
Well, a voice that carries on the wind's course, that doesn't really make sense for a thought.
It's not fear.
That's a voice.
Right?
I don't know.
Wait, is that a voice that carries on?
Carries on the wind's course.
The other riddle says it.
Well, the other one says that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it says something about
I come alive.
come alive with the wind.
Yeah.
So they
That's
both-
basically what that's reworded
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tried to make it rhyme. That's all.
Do you want to make a guess and then roll again?
I don't
You
think
can
that's
make
how
a
it
guess,
works.
but he guides you a little when you give the guess to like
Yeah.
help you narrow it down, right? Like when you
Yeah.
got
So
it
this
wrong,
one.
he said like you're thinking more abstract.
Picture.
Like, he's playing with you.
Is it?
Can you read the
Wait.
last one full again?
Is
I
it going to be
speak
like?
without a
mouth,
mouth
I
and
hear
hear
without-
without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? What am I?
This is almost like a letter or something. Speak without a mouth, like reading written words.
What am I?
Hear without ears.
Whisper. What am I whispering?
Shiver. Chill. Thought. Idea. Say something.
Just say something.
Something.
Something. What am I?
Whisper.
Say whisper.
It speaks
The
without
other
a
thing
mouth.
says whisper.
It's a trick question.
I want to think of something like in my mind, it's like a chime or like.
Well, that's what I thought
Yeah,
at first
yeah.
too, but it
A while
has
ago.
that has a source. Like,
Yeah.
the chime
It's
is
just like it comes alive with the wind.
yeah. I'm gonna say it anyways, even though I know it's wrong. A chime.
Close. It does make some sort of similar effect, so to speak, but not quite.
So kind of like a chime.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Hmm.
I have no body. I hear without ears.
Think of something that you hear, but you're not quite sure where it's coming from.
Who did that? Was that you? Yeah. Smell it on the wind.
Something you hear but you don't know where it comes from.
Gossip. Doesn't make sense with the wind.
You guys like another minute or two.
Oh Lord.
He said we could take time to think.
Player talk. Not a song, is it? No, because it's a voice without a source.
He said a chime was kind of on the right path,
Yeah,
and it's like
probably not a toot.
I don't think that's on the
Probably,
same
maybe
path.
though.
There's a chance.
It says it has no body.
What hears without ears? It's like
What?
Literally the worst at riddles, so you're on your own.
I'm just trying to think of like what you hear that you don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Thought and then
Like it's in your head at that point.
But like, what does that have to do with wind?
Yeah. Why does the wind have to
Why
affect
is the
on like
wind
the
affecting your
internal?
it's either something that is affected by the wind or makes wind.
Probably the former.
Yeah.
Well, the latter, two more words with that one.
Yeah, that was like a seashell. But it's not wind.
What don't-
Hmm. Wait, did we get another hint?
I will give you a hint. One of you has already said this word.
I said like 10 words.
One of you has said
Was it
the right
me?
answer to
Was
this
it
riddle.
me?
I'm not gonna
I
say
said idea, thought,
Memory. I said memory.
If it ends up being one of those abstract things and you said chime was close, I'm gonna be pissed.
Hail.
Or a letter. Because think of like written on the paper, it comes alive with wind. A letter
what?
to blow away the wind.
There you go.
Did you drink some of the tea?
Letters really float in the wind.
They can.
You said a song as well?
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, idea, thought, memory, I fucking whistle. There's so many things. I said like a billion
Is
words.
it like a memory, like you don't know? Where no, but you know where it came from.
Nothing to do with the wind and the memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like
Is it like a physical item?
it's not abstract.
It's not abstract.
It is a sound without a source. A voice that carries on the wind's course.
Just
Formless and
rereading.
unseen. Speak without a mouth. Hear without ears. Something that hears and speaks. Both of those things. All two.
And
Something
hears.
that hears and speaks, but the sound comes from no source.
Correct.
What
Memory.
speaks and
Yeah,
hears?
it's like your mind, your fucking,
Memory.
not necessarily like just
Hang around
something
for
to do
this
with
one.
your brain. Like you hear your inner voice all the time. Nothing speaking.
No,
you
I
just-
was looking at my train.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
be-
No, it's fine. I think I'm missing this one. So.
I get that, but what does that have to do with the wind?
It comes to you
Sound source.
out of nowhere through the wind.
The wind is a very real thing. It's not a fake wind.
Then I don't know.
How about you guys have two more guesses?
Yeah.
Two more guesses.
Come to mind. with the wind.
Sound without a source. Hears and speaks.
A whisper.
Guess a whisper and then
That's
you
a
get
Whisper
another
is
answer.
in the first riddle.
A song is not necessarily.
There's a source.
No, not necessarily. Only if it's sung. Or
Now we're getting real
played.
deep.
No.
Is the song ever really sung?
Poetry. I also said that. Poem.
Your face giggling.
I'm just playing around with this one. I'm just doing that.
Something tells me if we guess, we'll get another clue.
Yeah.
I mean,
We've made only one guess
well,
so far,
kind
right?
of. Yeah. No, it's
Oh,
like it's the
anything.
hear part. I just don't know.
Something.
I know you're trying to put emphasis on a specific part of it.
This.
Speak without mouth, I hear without ears, I have no body, I come alive with the wind.
Just make a guess.
I have nothing to guess. Song.
Not quite.
I know.
Just think of something that changes based on something else.
God
What?
damn.
That was the
What a hint. What a hint.
Something that changes.
Think of something
based
that
on
changes something.
Based on something.
I mean, a chime does.
What is something that you have heard actually recently, but you haven't known where it was coming from? It was coming from everywhere. All around. Carried upon the wind.
Whispers.
Laughter.
This is generic noise.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm gonna argue whatever the answer is.
Probably.
Because like we've been hearing like whispers and
Rumors.
laughter and like stuff on the wind, but like
Not necessarily here, just these woods are strange. But imagine yourself somewhere else, somewhere grander, somewhere vast.
An echo?
Don't know where it comes from. Doesn't
it's,
hear, though.
It's saying things without a source because it's
Yeah.
echoing.
We said it before.
Well, maybe he's saying it hears because it's like repeating.
yeah.
Voice
'Cause,
that
yeah,
carries on
The hear
voice
part
chorus.
still throws me off. but-
The echo hears because then it
It
repeats
responds.
it. Then it speaks.
Is that
What?
is that the cheat of it? Is that like it repeats what it heard?
Yeah.
He's giggling, so.
I've been giggling
He's
for
been
this
giggling the whole
entire
time.
time. This is amazing.
But why does it come alive with the wind? That's what.
Because
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
Because you don't need wind for an echo.
you
no.
you don't.
You do for a toot.
I don't think so.
It creates wind.
Yeah.
It comes alive with the wind.
Maybe.
Oh, Ashford got the easiest one.
Yeah, I feel like the level of these riddles have been like not bad, hard, really fucking easy. We're fucking lost.
Easy going.
Hey, but guys, remember when I got maps? Remember?
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
You're welcome.
Oh man, I'm so lost.
I mean, here's the thing. If you get it wrong, I'm not even gonna ask for a question because you're not going alone. So whatever happens, happens. You get it right, I'll ask for a question. You don't, we'll chill and fucking jerk
tea.
each other off and drink tea.
You're gonna see the green moss grow.
Had we said echo
right.
before, or did we?
Trim the shrubbery.
yeah,
It was
technically,
on
I think
the-
somebody said it, but
When I heard it initially, yeah, I was like
I just
getting that.
yeah,
But
it's just I'm not sure what like. I feel like it's not tied to wind.
that's the thing. What was the
But
other half of that?
It carries on the wind's course. It could be like the like not physically that wind is needed, but just more.
But like
Saying
the
it, like,
other wording was
artsy.
like it comes alive in the wind or something like
With
that.
the wind,
It
yeah.
comes alive with the wind. Honestly, I've got nothing else to guess, so.
We get another roll?
Did we even get a hint?
I don't think we got a
Yeah,
hint.
it
Think
was
of something that changes with something.
With
Right,
something
yeah.
else.
Our,
Does
our
an
hints were
echo
not hints,
change
they were
with
more
something?
riddles.
Does an echo change with something? I feel like
Yeah,
no.
no, it doesn't really.
Okay, well, okay, so we said echo.
Write down every word we've said.
Memory.
I like when I keep hearing
Is it
change
memory
with something,
change with
then I'm
something?
thinking like the something is the wind.
A thought.
It's
Yes,
like what
yes.
changes
What changes with the wind?
with the wind. Yeah. And they said like a chime was close.
Yeah. Oh, you said it.
It
yeah,
was,
kind
like,
of,
along
kind
the
of on the right path.
Yeah.
Which means like that's what I thought it was like something, something physical that you hear it around you. You don't really know where it's coming from, but the wind is gonna make that like cause it potentially.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the cold, right?
A breeze?
Isn't that just like another word for wind?
Kinda, yeah.
Come alive with the wind.
It's not a shiver.
It's like
Here's without winds. They were ears.
I think we're all gonna be really pissed when we find out what
I've already
it
stopped
is.
thinking. I've checked out. Riddles suck.
Broken. Not like this.
Can you clarify your clue at all? Something that changes when something else? Can you give us just like a little bit more?
Something that changes as time passes.
I didn't use my clues.
Something that changes as time passes.
I'd like to use them here.
Oh, me too.
Based on your conversations, I feel like you are all quite fixated on the wind portion of the riddle.
Sounds like
Perhaps
you're saying the
the
answer's
detriment.
echo. Sounds like he's telling us it's.
it has nothing to do with wind, is what he's saying.
Yeah. So now it sounds like echo is like.
But then he also just slightly reworded his clue. He said something that changes over time.
Yeah. It's a riddle in itself. If you can figure out the riddle of the clue, you'll get the clue. That'll help the answer.
Wait, something. What?
Something
He
that
said something that changes over time. Yeah.
Time. Time.
The
The answer, time.
seasons. Because echoes don't change over time.
Well,
What?
they get quieter.
Oh, I guess like if they.
Yeah.
If you, okay, yeah.
I feel like it's.
Based on his reaction to that,
Yeah.
I almost feel like it is.
I feel like we've been saying it. No, definitely not echo. Don't guess echo whatever you do.
No, I was just so flabbergasted by the fact that echoes don't change with time. What?
All right, Ruthe, you know what?
Wind is out of the question.
Not a storm, not thunder.
Speak without a mouth and hear without ears. So it hears the like.
It's
here's
gotta
what you
be-
say,
Here's
and it
your
says your
original
echo.
thing, and then echoes it back to you without a mouth,
Yeah.
right? And that's like the only thing that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the wind part is bullshit if that's what ends up being right.
I feel like the wind part is just like art, like making it more artsy, like sounds on the wind, you know.
Fuck it.
Do it.
We've
now.
wasted a lot of time on this. Is it an echo?
You're correct.
I just want to point out I said that in the first 5 seconds of that puzzle.
Also, legitimately, like when you were asking me to like say the riddle, you said echo, and I was like, wait, did I put echo in there? As, like in the riddle itself? Like
You
I had to
actually
double
said it
check
that
there.
early?
One of us
I
did.
think I said echo
Raph
there.
did it.
He
Yeah.
thought that's what you said,
Yeah.
and he said it like
Yeah.
shortly after
Oh
as
my
a
Yeah, it's like rising echo.
Go back and check the tape.
Yeah. The tape. Plug it into our
Can I have my
VHS.
riddle? It better be easy, like what's 1 plus 1?
It's 3, and here's why.
I have enough time for one more. So.
Yeah.
I am a puzzle wrapped in mirthful guise, played upon others to great surprise. I may be cracked, I may be told, to bring delight to all those who behold. What am I?
I'll see myself out.
What was that first line?
A joke?
I am a puzzle wrapped in mirthful guise, played upon others to great
guise?
surprise.
Is that a riddle?
I may be
Is that a
cracked,
joke?
I may be told, to bring delight to all those who behold.
I think it is
Yeah,
a riddle.
sounds like a
What
riddle.
Yeah.
Is the answer a riddle? Because your riddles are fucking stupid.
Not quite, but you're quite close.
A joke!
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a joke!
Yeah.
You can crack a joke!
You can
Yeah.
Crack
crack.
a riddle, but
We,
yes.
we solved and cracked that riddle very, very
Perhaps
well.
it's both.
A joke is a riddle.
But
It's a
joke is
joke.
another one, yeah.
But
Is it a
joke is
joke?
Did I get it?
Little one. I'm quite proud of you.
Yeah!
And perhaps with that, I bid you adieu. Further into the woods you may go, and I imagine we'll be seeing each other soon.
Can I ask you one riddle before I go?
And as I'm walking towards wherever the exit is,
What do you plan on doing on your last day on this plane?
I'll just turn around and walk.
Oh.
As you walk away, what you don't see is he picks up a cup of tea and takes a sip.
So he's drinking tea.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Sorry for running a little bit long. The riddles were really
fucking
fun.
stupid.
I really like
I
that.
despise riddles
I
so
loved
much.
it.
Needed to bring in some fable shit.
Oh, I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I said it was like that guy in fucking Elder Scrolls.
yes.
It's exactly like the Shieldred class. Or, no,
Shieldred.
not fucking Shieldred. Fucking now I got magic in my head. God damn it.
Bye.